Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Could Not Become a Shinobi, but Became Ruthless and Strong. And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted movie and my own idea. Now, before continuing this, a little disclaimer. A lot of scenes are a little bit graphics within the story, so yeah, a heads up. And it can be a little bit darkish, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Meta What If channel as well. And most of you guys were demanding a movie, and quite a serious one at that. So here it is. I hope you enjoyed this one. And if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Meta What If channel. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's movie. Our story begins 9 years after the QB attack in Konohagakure no Sato. As we go towards the said village to see that, it was a hustling and bustling village. The civilians and the merchants were currently yelling at one another for bargaining and haggling, while on the other side, up above the ceilings, going like blurs, were shinobis in and out of the village. And right now we go towards the Shinobi Academy, which was located near the Hokage office, only a few streets down. In this, the next generation of Konoichis and Shinobis were being prepared. Many of the legends have come out of this academy, such as the fourth Hokage, Minato no Mikaze, the White Fang, and a lot of excellent Shinobis and Konoichis. And currently, the next generation was being trained as we go towards a specific class in which a lot of the clan head's children were currently training, and one special child who, unaware to him and everyone else, was special, Naruto Uzumaki. As currently in the backyard of the academy, a sparring session was being held, and the last one was Sasuke Uchiha paired up against Naruto Uzumaki, the Klaus Clown, and whatnot. And as usual, Sasuke, within a few punches, was not only able to beat Naruto, but also make him submit. As Naruto was on the ground, as everyone was laughing at him, and Sasuke smirked. See, this is the difference between an elite and a no-clanless turd like you. Sasuke, that is uncalled for. Naruto is working hard, even though he is not as good as everyone here, but he is working hard, said Iruka Omino, the sensei of the said class. Whatever you want to say, Iruka. You are also a clanless man. And as far as you get, being a teacher and a mediocre chunin, while elites like me go far ahead. My brother was already at my age and on. Then what the hell are you doing here, Sasuke? As Naruto butted in, with narrowed eyes, getting serious, which was uncalled for. Oh, look at it here, everyone. The dobe is getting serious. And as for what I am here, I am just abiding by the rules that was set by the Hokage. If it wasn't for that, I would have graduated this mediocre academy already. You think you got what it takes to graduate, Sasuke? You're nothing. You're nothing more than a shadow in the presence of your brother. And that ticked off Sasuke so much that he used his clan's jutsu. I'll show you, you clanless dweeb. Fire style, fireball jutsu. Sasuke, no! Yelled Iruka, but it was late as Naruto was hit and thrown back against a tree as Naruto slumped down, as there were burn marks, as Sasuke stood there while everyone laughed. Serves you right, said Sakura Haruno, while everyone else was fawning over Sasuke, as usual, as Naruto was panting heavily, and then he passed out. As now we see Naruto's eyes opened inside the hospital room. What? Where am I? You're inside the hospital room, Naruto, said his sensei, Iruka, who was seated there. Why did you have to say that to Sasuke? You know how he is. What does he think he is? He is from a bigger clan, I get it, but who is he to say to someone like me, who has no one in this world, that I am worth nothing? I'm gonna prove to him and to everyone that I am better than everyone. As now we see, Iruka then said, Naruto, I'm afraid you can't. What? What do you mean, sensei? Said Naruto, looking betrayed. What he means to say is, Naruto, said another voice as Hiruzen walked in. Hiruzen Sarutobi, the third Hokage of the said village. We had a paper in his hand. Your chakra coils, they're messed up. That is why you have been failing the classes. That is why, whenever you try to use jutsus, you fail. What? What? Said Naruto, as his eyes widened and jaw dropped low. As he recovered a heavy sigh, then said, "We got your reports. Look, when you passed out, I made sure that each and every test was conducted on you just to see how badly are you hurt. Well, the injuries were kind of minor and you will recover soon, which is good. We found out entirely something new. Your chakra coils, they're spread out like tree roots across your arms and your whole body, which is unusual. Doctors suggest that it could be dangerous. Dangerous for you and your life if you try to become a shinobi. You could die because of chakra overdose." What even is that? It's when a person uses excessive amount of chakra, overloading himself and his chakra coils. Unlike normal chakra coils, you have a chakra root network that spread throughout your whole body. We do not know what it is, how it works, or honestly, we have never seen anything like this. It would be better if you don't become a shinobi, son. Hokage-sama, there has been a council meeting that is called for, and the council demands that young Naruto is to be present there as well. Alright. Come, Naruto. What did I do? Did I do something wrong? No. Nothing wrong at all. Just come with me. And so now we see Naruto and Hiruzen arrived inside, as Naruto stood there in the center and Hiruzen went and be seated there. This meeting is in session, but before any of you can begin, allow the boy to have a seat. As everyone nodded and Anbu brought in a seat as Naruto was seated on. His both hands on top of his knees turned into fist as he was looking down. "Now, let the meeting begin. Hiruzen-sama," said one of the civilians standing up. "We have been informed by the medics that the boy here doesn't possess the chakra coils like everyone else here. You know, he is supposed to be our asset, and yet he is a failure." As Naruto was just looking down, each and every word said about him in bad terms was hitting him like a reality and a dagger. So, he has a little bit different, well, not network, but that doesn't mean that he is not a human. As many of them scoffed. Human. Well, then how in the living hell, with all due respect, I would say, is he going to protect us when the time comes? He is supposed to be our Jinchuriki. You're crossing the line, civilians on. You think we care, Hokage-sama? We hold the power to say this to you. He falls under our jurisdiction now. And we, as the civilian of Konoha, are now banning him from everything. What? He cannot live within the villagers. He cannot be amongst us, not shop amongst us. And he cannot eat or sleep or drink amongst us. He's an outcast for us. If he is of no use to us, what is his purpose, his worth? As Naruto looked down, tears welling up in his eyes. How in the hell was this happening to him? As Hiruzen then said, "Have you said enough?" As the temperature in their room dropped, Hiruzen was pissed, and now the civilian realized that they might have accidentally poked the bear too much and awoken the professor, the Kami no Shinobi. Before things could get worse for the civilian, we see that Danzo stood up. "Hiruzen, my friend, you must realize that they are speaking, even though arrogantly," he said, looking towards them as they flinched. Out of great respect for Konoha, the boy, as you said, was left to us by his father so that he could be our trump card. As much as you don't look at that way, it is the reality of it, putting into simpler words. And now, how is he going to do that? His chakra coils are messed up. We are, sooner or later, going to need a new Jinchuriki. You know damn well that only an Uzumaki is capable of holding that thing. Who else is here ready to sacrifice their child? Can any one of you do that? Anyone? You, Fukaku, would you let your young Sasuke hold the burden that this boy bears? So Fugaku didn't speak or utter a word. What about you, Hiyashi? What about you, Inoichi? You all let your friends' sacrifice go to waste. Naruto was hearing this. His eyes were widened. His father, Minato Namikaze. As Naruto's head snapped upwards, looking directly into the eyes of Hiruzen. With his wide eyes, jaw hung low. He wasn't supposed to know that. What? Said Naruto, speaking for the first time. That is right, Naruto. If they are not going to abide by my rules, then I will not abide by theirs. Under the Article Act of Konoha, as well as by the permission of the daimyo himself, I grant Naruto Uzumaki his clan heritage, from all the Uzumaki heritage to the Namikaze. Each and every scroll belonging to the said clan will be given to him. What is the use of that? He can't do anything. He will take them to graves then. He is, and his clan is, a prominent member, the founding fathers of the clan. If it wasn't for them, the Uchihas and the Senjus wouldn't have built this village. We bear their symbol. Our headbands have their symbol. What more do you need as a proof? Naruto was shocked. Shocked beyond everything. He couldn't even utter a word. And this meeting is in end of session. If any of you have anything to say about the boy, you bring it to me. And I will personally speak on this matter. And everyone was scared. Scared shitless because they knew that Hiruzen was now pissed beyond reasoning. Even his own teammates knew that they couldn't do anything now because Hiruzen, he was done with their bullshit. As now we see, after the meeting ended, Naruto and Hiruzen walked back to their Hokage office. Once inside there, Hiruzen sighed and said, "Your father and mother had an apartment amongst the Shinobi clan sector. You can live their shop amongst the Shinobi clan head shops, owned by their clans. You will be cut off completely from the civilians, Naruto. Your parents might have left nothing that much extravagant for you, but they left enough for you to raise yourself above them." But how am I gonna do that? And you said my father was the fourth. You said that he left me something. What did he do? What am I? You are a Jinchuriki, my dear boy. A Jinchuriki. What is that? What does a Jinchuriki mean? You possess the nine-tailed fox within you, Naruto. Your father, Minato Namikaze, sealed the nine-tailed fox within you. There was a heavy silence. And after that, Naruto, whose eyes were widened and jaw dropped low, couldn't utter a word for a few moments until he said, What? My own father. He sealed the nine-tailed fox within me? Is that the reason why people hate me that much? Hiruzen didn't say anything, just nodded. Yes. As Naruto, eyes welled up with tears, silent one, as they fell down. Your father's and mother's last wish were for you to be seen as a hero by the whole village, which they disregarded. I'm honestly ashamed. I vowed that I would be able to protect you. I will try my best. I even offered Minato to let me sacrifice myself, but he wouldn't have it any other way. Both of them were impaled by the Kyubi no Yoko, Naruto. Even at their deathbed, even in extreme agony, they wished you good luck. They were proud of you. They loved you. As Naruto broke down in tears, his eyes were burning. For the first time in his small life, the most wanted question that he wanted to answer for was answered by the man that he was seeking that answer from. I was going to tell you once you became a Chunin, but the amount of training that you have been getting and the disrespect that they have been giving you is more than enough for me to reconsider. And your new condition as well. You, I'm afraid, cannot become a shinobi. As Naruto looked down and then said, Fine. And then, grabbing the scrolls and his heritage and the key to the apartment, he left. By the time he was leaving, the rumor had already spread, and the people were looking now at him with curious eyes, even muttering, "What? Impossible. It is the truth. No wonder the fourth seal you be within him. Shouldn't we, apologize?" Naruto was hearing these murmurs, like he usually would do, but in hatred. And then he arrived inside the apartment in the Shinobi district. Once arriving there, he found an Anbu who had brought his stuff. He was wearing a dog mask. What is this?" "My name is Inu. I was sent by Hiruzen-sama to bring in your stuff from your apartment on the other side. You're rightfully where your father and mother would have wanted you to belong, Naruto. About time that this happened." As Naruto, with shaky hand, opened the lock. As soon as it opened, Naruto's breath hitched, and then he entered inside his home, walked into the living room, and there he saw the picture of his parents, both of them smiling. His mother looked a little bit pregnant in the picture. Naruto traced a hand on that portrait with a smile, a sad one, and then he slumped down on the couch and blanked out. One day passed by as Naruto woke up in the evening on the same couch. "What? Oh, I passed out, huh?" Naruto began to explore the house since the whole day had passed after eating something from within the fridge. And what he found was his father's work desk, in which he created Fuinjutsu seals and a lot of tri-pronged kunais, which was used for Harishin, his mother's katana with the Uzumaki symbol, and their shinobi gears. He even found their clothes still being hanged there. Nothing was touched, changed, or even done. Naruto, after exploring, went to the backyard, and there he found somewhat makeshift training ground built within it. Naruto returned back. He couldn't sleep that day. After what has happened to him yesterday, he couldn't. He could still hear the voices, the mocking, everything. It was burning him from within. He decided to go out for a bit to clear his head. But as he was walking, he heard the murmurs more and more and more until he had enough and ran to the forest of death, where he began to pant heavily. He was pissed. He could still see the visage of his fellow Genins laughing at him being beaten, him being disregarded again and again until he punched a tree and yelled to release his anger and punched the tree again and then again and again and again and again, and then something happened. He, while clutching back his fist so tightly, yelled out with pure rage and then punched the tree. As his fist had a few linings that began to glow blue from within, and once the fist connected to the tree, it shattered, and his fist went straight through as Naruto stumbled and looked at his hand with shock. What happened? As Naruto was looking down at his hand for quite a while now after that, and back at the tree that was now from one side destroyed with a gaping hole there. As Naruto then tried again, but nothing happened. He clutched back his fist and punched as hard as he could, but his fist connected and nothing happened. The tree didn't move from the other side. As he clutched his fist with other hand, nursing it because it was not hurting. Damn it! Why didn't it hurt that time? As Naruto began to remember what he thought of, all the anger, all the hatred, and then it happened. It was only for a brief moment he saw the blue lining coursing through his body, all over his fist, and his whole body. There was a glow. And once he saw it, his eyes widened, and then it died down again. What was that? And so Naruto returned home. After returning to his home, Naruto was thinking. He couldn't sleep. He knew what he had done. He saw it. He did it. He even tried again and succeeded somewhat. Naruto knew what he had to do. he had to begin training. And the only issue with that was he did not knew from where. So he went to his father and mother's scroll room. There he found the taijutsu style, a taijutsu training style that was used for training. And underneath it, scribbled was for Naruto in future. Naruto seeing that smiled and took that scroll. Next morning after getting rest and after doing some groceries and eating his breakfast, not some other one but proper one, Naruto went to the backyard and began to do the training routine. Some acrobatic cardio and some muscle training and workout. And this was the beginning. Time began to pass by as the cannons were graduating year after year until they reached at the age of 12. And while Sasuke was on his high time peak and was, well, quite egotistical, all of them, especially Sasuke, bumped into a hooded figure that was taking a jog in the night time. And he was the one who flung back and fell down on his ass. What the hell? Who do you think you are, you peasant? You don't know who you're messing with. As the man stopped and then looked back, his face was covered half. As one of his fangirls said, "Who the hell are you, you ugly bastard? Do you not know who this is?" "Who is it?" said a voice that was quite deep and seemingly forced. "I am Sasuke Uchiha, the elite clan head child from the Uchiha clan, the clan of the elite." As the hooded person then tilted his head, "Is that so?" "Yes." "What do you want me to do about it?" You bastard! Apologize this instant!" "Why? I didn't bump into you, you bumped into me." "That does it. I'll teach you a lesson." "Yeah, Sasuke couldn't teach him a lesson." And so Sasuke tried to attack. But Naruto sidestepped each and every one of them until he cocked back his fist and literally just punched him across the face, causing him to be knocked out. "You will pay for this," said the pink-haired girl, until he dropped his hood. "Oh yeah?" said Naruto, who was tall, taller than Sasuke and all of them, and looking at them with cold eyes. "Make me, bitch." With that said, Naruto turned on his heel and began his jog, wearing his hood again. "Did he just call me bitch?" "Is that Naruto?" said one of the other fangirls. "What do you mean, Ino?" That was Naruto. What happened to him? And at that day, Ino returned home quite shocked because she thought she liked Sasuke, but when she saw Naruto, she felt something electrifying. As now we see, once having dinner, Inoichi Yamanaka noticed something wrong with his daughter. "What is wrong, Ino?" Probably something about Sasuke-kun at first." "No, actually it is." "See, told you, Inoichi, nothing to worry about." As Inoichi grumbled. "Can you now go on with it, honey, since it's bothering you?" said Inoichi. "I saw Naruto today. He, or more like Sasuke, bumped into him because he wasn't paying attention. And he was the one fell back on the ground. And he yelled at Naruto, who was much taller now, and he was one seemingly looking like a night jog. He with a single punch knocked out Sasuke." "What? You mean the same kid who got his ass handed to him multiple times by Sasuke?" "Yes. Sasuke was able to knock him out within seconds, but Naruto did it with a single punch, and Sasuke was fully prepared to attack this man. Only after he was knocked out, Naruto revealed who he was. And Inoichi was now listening in with quiet intent, because he knew from the meeting that Naruto had a condition. How is he able to do that? "Father, how did he do that? I mean, a few years back when he was studying in the academy before getting kicked out by Sasuke-kun influence." "What? Who told you that?" "Sasuke himself, that he told his father, and his father made him go away, since Naruto didn't come to school." "No, that didn't happen." "What? What do you mean?" "Naruto had a condition. His chakra coils, they're not normal like the rest. Instead, they're spread out like roots across his body. it could be dangerous for him to use the small or normal ninjutsu, and that is why Kage-sama made sure that he didn't become a shinobi. And now Ino was confused. But, but, how is he tall and strong than Sasuke? As now we see, the next morning, Inoichi then arrived into the council meeting, and throughout the meeting, he was quiet until he was shaken. I'm sorry, what? The Hokage-sama has been calling for you for quite a while now. We are all voting, and you, on your turn, haven't spoken for the last 20 minutes. Oh, I apologize to the whole council. Silly me. What are we talking about again? Now I am more interested, said Hiruzen with a smile on his face, to know what you were thinking, Inoichi. Yesterday night, my daughter and Sasuke, well, they all bumped into some child who knocked out Sasuke. Yes, that is true. Sasuke has a black eye. I wish to know who this is. If you know him. That was Naruto. What? That is impossible. Naruto got knocked out more times in the academy by my son's hand than anyone. How can that be? Said Fugaku. That is what I want to know. Are you sure? I mean, Ino saw that. And they all claimed that it was Naruto. He had blonde hair, blue eyes, same whisker marks, but he was taller. Much more beefier, they said. It seems that I must pay Naruto a visit. It has been years since I have seen the boy, after all. And I have been too busy. Go ahead, Hiruzen. Make sure you do so. This is quite an interesting development, said Danzo. And so, now we see, after the meeting ended, Hiruzen went and knocked on the door. But no answer came. Hiruzen, becoming suspicious, then went from the back side. And there he found Naruto training into the woods. And then he saw it, Naruto cocking his fist back, and then the blue waves coming from his veins and all over his arm, until he smashed the tree into splinters, knocking it down with a single fist. But it didn't stop there. He then blurred, as jumped up so high, tearing the ground beneath his feet, and then dropping an axe kick, tearing the tree into two parts, from the top to the bottom, with his mere heel. As Naruto didn't end it here. Gripping a tree with both of his arms, he literally pulled it out from the ground and ripped it apart with both of his hands. How is this possible? The boy has immense strength. Naruto's each and every muscle was visible. He had become lean and yet a little bit beefier and taller, and the veins all over his muscles were visible as well, and they were glowing blue. As Naruto then looked towards Hiruzen and stopped. As he began to walk towards him, his body glistening with sweat. Unbeknownst to both of them, Ino, who has been spying on Naruto now. Due to being gossip queen, she located down Naruto. She found where he lived, and now has been spying on Naruto. And I was shocked at what she has just seen. How in the hell was he able to do that? As now we see, Hiruzen arrived. No, Naruto, my boy. How did you do that? Turns out that the disease or the misfortune that I had was actually quite fortunate for me, and a blessing in disguise, not a curse. I have what it looks like strength of 10 shinobis. I want to test this out, my boy. As he grabbed his robes and threw them away, making sure that his shinobi gear was visible. Come at me, my dear boy, with everything you have. As Hiruzen's eyes narrowed and he got into battle stance, Naruto nodded, and then he waited. His fist to the ground, his legs spread apart. He looked at Hiruzen, and then his veins began to glow blue again, until he blurred and disappeared, tearing the earth beneath his feet. As Hiruzen has mere second to, react, as the next thing he saw was Naruto in front of his fist cocked back. He was barely able to dodge by making a substitute jutsu, as Naruto turned, tearing that log into splinters, and then turning on his heel, twisted again causing the earth to shred, and then jumped so hard that he was up in the air and was coming down at Hiruzen with a Superman punch. And that Hiruzen tried to block, but he fell down to his knees as a huge crater was formed. And Hiruzen was trying his best to stop it, but couldn't until Naruto stopped and fell back and standing on his feet, looking at Hiruzen. What do you think? That was your goal? Yeah, that is something I am still working on. I know it's not that great and strong for someone like you, but still, that was the best I could give right now. You, on your own, have become so strong, Naruto, said Hiruzen with shocked-filled expression as Naruto looked down, and then he heard a laugh. My dear boy, I am proud. I'm proud of how far you have come on your own. I had to. I couldn't sleep at night. Not after I found out who my parents were. I heard all the taunts of the people, everything. I couldn't rest. Do you wish to know? I'm done. I don't want to be a shinobi. I don't want to serve these people. After a year's worth of thinking, I come to realize a few things, GG. These people don't deserve my time. These people don't deserve me. They are so proud, so arrogant, that they can deal with any sort of thing on their own. Then let them. Why the fuck should I intervene? Why the fuck should I protect them? As Hiruzen sighed, she made your point, my boy. I won't ask you again. But what is the purpose of you training so much? I have wished to become strong. So strong that nobody will be able to laugh at my face. Never again. This is only the beginning, said Naruto. I will go far. How far? Far until I reach my limit, and then I'll shatter that limit and go even more farther. When will you stop? Never. I will never stop. What if someone tries to stop you? I'll tear them to shreds, no matter who it is. As Hiruzen smirked after being serious for a moment. I'm proud of you and your decision. Shinobi world is quite a cruel world. I survived. I survived in this because I got lucky. Men die young in this profession. You are a Ronin. On your own. One of a kind. I will want you to train under me so that you can become the best version of yourself, if you're willing, for a year. And after that, you can decide to do what you want. And so, Naruto for the next year trained while Ino was witnessing this, was shocked beyond everything. And was extremely thirsty and hot as well, because Naruto was now damn hot, and what he did was almost made the third Hokage, the man who was called the professor, the Kami no Shinobi, the student of the second Hokage, almost submit and use his full strength. If it wasn't for Naruto holding back, the Hokage must have been lost. And that moment, Ino realized that Sasuke was nothing compared to Naruto. As now we see, time began to pass by as Naruto was now training under Hiruzen. And that is when the Akatsuki began to spy out on the different villages until their gaze landed on Naruto, and what they found terrified them to their core. What is even that? A video played in front of the Akatsuki back in the Amegakure in their hideout. That is Naruto Uzumaki, the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, and he just literally shredded the tree into half after ripping it apart with his bare hands from the ground and then turning it into splinters after crushing it. How is he able to do that? Said Kisame. As a shark light stayed visible in a grin. I must admit it is cool and all, but I want to know how. How is he capable of doing that? Naruto Uzumaki turns out quite a special child. He is what we all say. Quite special. I was able to infiltrate and see his reports. Turns out he doesn't have normal chakra coils. He has a network of them in the form of roots spreading out throughout his whole body. And he is a beast in its own right. Is it supposed to be a curse? No, it's a damn blessing to him and a curse for us, if anything, said one of them. I say we deal with him first, He needs a little bit of art in his life. I need to make him into my puppet after he dies. That is the only solution. I hope you agree to it. Not a chance, puppeteer. I'm gonna offer his damn soul to the Jashin-sama and become even more stronger. I say we let him grow up further. Once his bounty increases, I'll cash him in. And then you can steal his body and do what you want. As Pain then said, this could be a problem. As his purple eyes with ripples in them were focused on the screen. What do you think we should do, leader? As the fake leader then turned towards the true one. As he then said, not in his childish voice but in a serious one, I think we need to take care of him first. Send out the best of the best. 4 of you will be more than enough to take care of him. And remember, do not underestimate him at all cost. Even if he doesn't use his chakra or our techniques or taijutsu style, he is still strong from what we have seen. And so now we see back in Naruto's home, Naruto was training again into the backyard. This time around with a medal, chakra medal inscribbled with, enchanted with seals. Well, dummy. That Buzz made sure that he wouldn't destroy, but Naruto has caused dents on them, and a lot of them. And the creator once saw this, he was baffled. I can't believe this, Hokage-sama. I guess I better go back to the drawing board. The kid might turn this into dust or a scrap of metal within a week or so. It's good. It's able to hold its own. And so, Naruto, using it again and again, began to use it. As he pulled back his fist and powered up chakra into it and then smashed it, as the whole metal dummy shook, as cracks formed on the earth, and dents began to form into the metal frame. As the others left, Naruto continued to train under the moonlight until the Akatsuki member watching this from afar said, Damn, I must admit, the boy has killer resume. After taking his bounty, you can take his resume as well, Kisame, said Kakazu, because Kakazu, Hidan, as well as Kisame and Orochimaru were the ones sent there. Why? Because Orochimaru was the man who would get them in. And now that they were, Orochimaru was fascinated. If this boy becomes my next body, I will be unstoppable force. And besides, I would rather first make him a test subject, study him. Why is he stronger? Are chakra roots stronger than the chakra coils? I must know. And so all the 4 men then begin to surround Naruto until he punched dummies hard and hard and hard until the chest plate of the dummy broke. As Naruto stopped there and began to pant heavily, as he, while sweating, then said, pulling his hair back and looking up, calming his breath, You can come out now, I can sense you all. As the 4 of them stepped out, wearing black cloaks with red clouds in them. Naruto Uzumaki, who are you? Some sort of band or whatnot? We are the Akatsuki, and we are here for you. Make this easy for us and come with us, or otherwise you will be in a world of pain. I enjoy pain. Have it your way then. As the 4 of them charged and dropped a punch and a kick to Naruto from all sides, Naruto just stood there until they tried to land, but they clashed with one another. Naruto was on the other side. As that is when they witnessed the chakra begin to surround him, and it was in the form of lightning blue. As his veins began to glow, and then he disappeared in a blitz, tearing the earth apart, and a huge boom sound was heard as earth itself ripped apart. And what they saw next was close to nothing. Kakazu ran through, and he exploded into blood everywhere. As Naruto stood there, covered in what seemingly looked like raining blood, as Kisame was next. He brought out his Samehara, but Naruto punched it again and again and again until it shattered through the Samehara and punched the skull out and splattered the brain of Kisame. As Naruto then turned with menacing eyes towards the remaining two, and at that moment, all the two of them that were remaining, Hidan and Orochimaru, felt extreme amount of fear. A fear that they had never felt before. Are we sure that we will be able to take care of him? I don't know. You're on your own. As Orochimaru escaped. What? Don't run away, Orochimaru. As Naruto arrived in front of him and grabbed him by the neck. You will, as he summoned his side and tried to harm Naruto. But as soon as the side connected, Hidan grinned, but his grin shattered when Naruto grabbed onto the side and literally broke it, and then stabbed the blade into the neck of Hidan, while his skeleton form was activated. What have you done? Gave you your weapon back? That I broke? You fool! His own soul was now offered to Jashin, and he died. The immortal died. After that we see Naruto glared at the few hidden shadows amongst the trees. Whose Andus are you? And they disappeared as soon as they arrived. Naruto didn't even bother to chase them. And that is when we see Hiruzen and his Anbus arrived, because of the commotion that he heard. I got a noise complaint, Naruto. What is... And he froze when he arrived there, seeing Naruto covered in blood drops from head to toe, his eyes looking menacingly cold blue, and bodies and splatters remaining everywhere. What is going on here, Naruto? Hiruzen said, extremely careful. They attacked me. I was just training out here, and they attacked me. They were threatening to kill me. I had no other choice. I did what I had to do to protect myself. Don't mind me, please. Take care of them if you want to. I'm going to take a bath. One of their people escaped. Who escaped? It seems his name was Orochimaru or something. Orochimaru? He was here? Yes. What did he look like? Pale? Snake-like eyes? Purple markings? That was him. Said Hiruzen. What did he do? He ran away. I don't know why, but he ran away. Listen, Gigi. I told you before, I'm not taking anyone's bullshit. Not even yours. I live by my own rules. I die by my own rules now. Whoever tries to harm me, come across my way, I will ram through them. This was your first kill, Naruto. So? It was either me or them. You're the one who told me, remember? Shinobi world is cruel out there. Men die young. You're lucky enough to survive. Unfortunately, that luck doesn't count for me. I have to survive on my own. With my strength. That's the only thing I have. As Naruto then went back, Hokage-sama, there is an emergency. The whole council has been gathered. The elders have called for a meeting. Alright, Anbus, wind this up. And so Hiruzen went back to the Hokage office, where he was seated. Yes. What is the meaning of this meeting? I have sent out some men to keep an eye on the boy after you said that the boy was becoming strong, and had no ambition of serving Konoha. I thought that the boy would, but he didn't. And what I saw truly baffled me. This here is the video that my people took. Your people? Yes, Hiruzen. You have roots still active? That is not the point here. The point is this. Please observe. As they witnessed Naruto literally bursting through a man with cold blue eyes. Glistening in his blood, Naruto turned to his other victims, killing them brutalessly and mercilessly. Is that the... No, that is not the Kyuubi's influence. That is the boy's strength on its own. As civilians were now literally pale as if they have seen ghosts, while the shinobis, they were quite shocked, especially Fugaku and Hiyashi, two of the most prominent clans. He's nothing like his parents. I'm afraid he's not. And I have also heard that he has said to you that he would not stand for anyone's quote unquote, as I say, bullshit. Yes, he has. We need to find a way to control him, Hiruzen. You can try. Be my guest. As an envoy of Kage-sama, we have identified. I'm sorry. Am I? Go on, go ahead, said Danzo. We have identified the targets who were tied to attack Naruto. There are high-profile targets in the organization known as Akatsuki, a mercenary organization made up of the rogues from each and every village. It was Hidan, the immortal, and then there was Orochimaru that Naruto identified. Orochimaru? Yes. And then there was Kisame Hoshigaki from Kiri, one of these legendary swordsmen. And the final one was Kakazu, the one who tried to kill Hashirama-sama himself and had 7 hearts. As everyone was shocked, Naruto killed the 3 of them, and one of them escaped out of fear. Orochimaru was the one who survived. Said Danzo, he wasn't in the video. The boy killed 3 people who were quite strong, almost borderline Kage level shinobi heroes, and he's a loose cannon. A loose cannon can also fire towards Konoha. Whose fault do you think it is? Said Hiruzen with a smirk on his face, as everyone flinched. Hiruzen, this is not a joke. Oh, is it? The boy was tortured for past 8 years of his life. The very time when he should have been matured, as well as made to believe that we are the one who will protect him, stand by his side. He was tormented by us. He was humiliated. He was laughed at. No kid, no man would ever survive through that trauma, and he has turned his curse that we laughed at into his greatest fortune and blessing. And now that he has done it, you all are afraid. Afraid very much so. But Hokage-sama, this is ridiculous. He's what, 13? It was his first kill. Hiyashi is right, said Fugaku. How does he? He doesn't feel anything. I, unfortunately, am the one to take the blame for that again. What do you mean, Hiruzen? I told him that in the shinobi world, it is quite cruel, and only the best of the best survive. I pointed towards myself and said I got lucky. And you know what he said? He said that in your case, the luck worked. In mine, it didn't from the beginning, and he doesn't want to rely on luck. He wants to rely on his result and strength. And that is why he's not gonna stop. But everyone has a limit, Hokage-sama. Not Naruto. He said he will find his limit, and then went past through it, breaking that limit, finding new ones, breaking them. Isn't that ridiculous? Said one of the other Jonins. I mean, who does that? An insanely driven person that Naruto has become. And we can do nothing about it. As this was going on in Konoha, we go towards Amegakure. What? Yes, I escaped. You should have seen that boy yourself. He'd ripped through Kakazu, killing him. His blood drained on us. He slammed his fist through Samehara and punched his skull so hard that Kisame's brain literally splattered to the ground. Who does that? Who? This is unexpected, said Pain. What do you think, Madara-sama? The boy is becoming a greater threat than we anticipated. Did you take him lightly? No. We were going to attack, full brute force from the beginning. But the boy is too strong. He's 13, but he's too damn strong. This shouldn't have been logically possible to begin with. How is anyone capable of that strength, wielding it at such a young age? As on the other side, unbeknownst to them, something within Naruto was growing. And that was the curiosity of the Kyuubi no Yoko. Because it has seen something that even shook it to the core. The mighty Biju that was not afraid or terrorized or shaken easily has been shaken by this. This boy has done something impossible, and that was literally kill 3 men with single blows. And that is why he has called Naruto there. What do you want? Said Naruto, getting straight to the point. As QB just observed him, I said, "What do you want?" He said, slamming his fist against the metal bars as they all shook. QB was now quite shocked. The boy had enough strength to even cause physical damage to the seal mentally. "I brought you here because I am interested." "Why are you interested? What do you want from me?" "Because if you want me to be your puppet like they wanted, I won't. I vowed to myself the day I found out what they have done against my father's wishes. Towards me. I vowed that I would never be the puppet of everyone. Anyone, not even yours. Well, that makes the two of us. I want you to rip a small piece of that seal, and then you will find out something quite interesting that you would want to see." "How why should I believe you?" "Trust me, kid. If you do that now, you will be grateful. Here, I will help you." And so, Naruto got on top of the hand of the QB, and glaring straight through the seal towards its eye, Naruto was lifted, not even breaking the eye contact, and then he did it. He broke the small piece of seal, until a hand materialized. Naruto turned towards who it was, and it was the fourth Hokage, and a red-headed woman that he has seen in the picture. Naruto's eyes widened. Naruto? Wow, son, you've grown," said Kushina with a smile on her face. Naruto's jaw dropped, and he looked, while shaking, towards his parents. "Kajan? Dochan? Ah, so you do know. Thank God. Thank God that Konoha listened." As Naruto looked towards the relief on his parents' face, he had tears in his eyes. He wanted to say a lot of things, but seeing their relief, he didn't say anything. They were happy. Seeing their face made Naruto happy. He was a child again. He didn't want to talk about Konoha. Why waste time about them when this precious time could be used for something else? Konoha wasn't important to him after all. "How? We left a part of our seal." "My suggestion," said Kushina. "I wanted to meet you. If, well, the QB ever tries to get free. To, knock you back into your senses, son." "Really?" "Yes." "Why did you pick me to be the Jinchuriki?" "Son, I wanted you to be regarded as a hero by Konoha. Naruto took everything in without telling them anything. I wanted them to see you as their next, leader. I would have been really proud if you became the Hokage. Which reminds me, are you training currently? Because you look quite jacked, son. How old are you?" I'm 13 now. Turning soon 13. Happy birthday, son. I'm proud of you, how far you have grown. I can tell you're already a strong shinobi." As Minato gave his son a hug, and Naruto slowly returned it back. And then he shedded tears. He wanted to tell them about what Konoha did, but he knew he wanted to talk about something else. "Tell me about yourself," said Naruto with a smile. "I want to know." As they all knew, all talked about, well, how they met, how they grew closer, and how, well, they died. We really wish we were here, son," said Kushina. "And always remember, son, no matter what happens." "Wait, what? What do you mean by that?" Our time is up, son. We will always be proud of you. If you don't want to be a part of Konoha, go be on yourself." "What?" said Naruto with wide eyes. "We see in your memories, son. Even if you don't tell us, we already know what has happened. We failed you. Konoha failed you. No, you never did. It was Konoha who failed you and me. I don't blame you too. I never would. Go on your own path, son. Choose your own path, and never waver from it. Because we are supporting you. We are proud of you. And we are honored to have you as our son." And that was all Naruto needed to hear for breaking down again, as his parents vanished while hugging him closely. As soon as they were gone, Naruto with red eyes, after calming himself, still tears in them, looked towards Kurama from behind the seal. You showed them everything. As Kurama nodded, they needed to know. That is why they were asking from you. Until I made them hear your thoughts. I didn't want it to bother them with the thoughts of Konoha. I can deal them on my own. I wanted to spend time with them. Genuine time. And yet you did. Because they respected your wishes. It was only when their time came to go that they wanted to tell you what they truly wanted to say. Why did you do this for me? Because like you, I am also a victim of one man. Look, I do not care that I get out of this seal or not. All I care about is now revenge against that man that took the lives of your parents, destroyed your life. Oh, the masked person. Madara Uchiha, or claiming to be him. As that is when Naruto saw through the shared memories of the Kyuubi. And then he saw the man who used the genjutsu. It was an Uchiha. Naruto's eyes turned red with rage this time around. Uchihas, it's always them. As Naruto slammed his fist so hard against the seal as a genuine crack formed there. It has to be them to ruin my life. Naruto was literally shaking with rage. His veins began to glow blue. As now we see, it was nighttime in Konoha. And literally the doors and the gates of the Uchiha compound shattered with the guards as they were thrown back. Standing there was Naruto, with glowing veins, as each and every Uchiha charged at him, but they were being flung left and right. Naruto was causing rampage everywhere. Itachi tried to intervene, use genjutsu, but Kyuubi was there. You think I would let you? Damn Uchiha. You have it coming. You ruined the life of the child. Your clansmen did. And what followed suit was an uppercut, causing all teeth in the mouth of Itachi Uchiha to shatter. And Fugaku tried to attack. Naruto backhanded into him and causing him to literally pass out with a fist to the skull, knocking the wind out of him. And Sasuke stood there, watching in horrified expression. His brother, his father, his whole clan was shattered by one, Naruto Uzumaki. The dope of his class. You no clan. Shut up, Uchiha. This time around I won't hold back. Come at me. Sasuke charged. Naruto literally grabbed him by the neck and slammed him to the ground, and then pounded him like how Hulk pounded Loki, the Avengers, again and again and again to the ground until I heard a feminine voice. Stop, please, Naruto. As Naruto halted, how do you know my name? Did he tell you that? Did he told you about how he beated me, humiliated me, called me no clanless? No. I am a friend of your mother. I knew Kushi-chan. Naruto stopped. How do you know my mother? As everyone was on the ground, something within them was broken, one way or another. They had just first-hand witnessed the brutality of Naruto Uzumaki, a single man who almost wiped out their clan and brought it down to its knees, taking them out and down from their ego pedestal that they were on. I'm begging you, please. Don't hurt my family or my clan. As Naruto then said, all this time you knew. I was stopped by my clan. I was taught by the council to intervene. The Uchihas, especially me, who is a civilian one, has no power. I was a chunin at best, but then I retired when I married. Kushi-chan still went far. She became the greatest Konoichi, the strongest one, rivaling Tsunade-sama in the whole elemental nations. But still she treated me with love and kindness. I wanted to adopt you, almost did, if it wasn't for the civilian council and my own clan's council. Fine. But still, there's one man I must kill. That is Madara Uchiha, or the impersonator who ruined my life. As Fugaku getting up, limped towards him. Look, son, do not touch me. As Fugaku flinched, I apologize for that, but I honestly don't know who it was. There never has been a rogue Uchiha. If anyone was, it was dead. Madara has been dead for a long time. It couldn't be him. It's an impersonator then. Yes. All we know is that we saw a Sharingan. Luckily enough, the elders paid money to the council to look the other way, so that we won't be blamed. But my life has been destroyed. I'm sorry. You're all pathetic. You're not strong. You're not elite. You're all just pathetic. As Naruto turned on his heels and began to walk. And then, once he arrived at the gates there, he saw the Anbu squadron as well as Hiruzen, looking at Naruto with serious expression. Naruto, what have you done? Came looking for answers. It seems that they were not the target I'm searching for. As Naruto walked past by them, they made way for him, because they didn't want to interfere with the man who just wiped out an elite clan on his own. As Naruto once returned, next day the news spread out everywhere. The same class children who laughed at Naruto, Kiba, Ino, Hinata, as well as the others, all begin to realize with one thing. Naruto has not only placed Sasuke in his place, but the whole clan. The elite Uchiha clan was now almost crippled, thanks to the rage of one, Naruto Uzumaki. I don't get it. What did Naruto eat? Rhinos? It's not funny, Kiba. It's not funny. It could have been any of us. Naruto is dangerous now. The whole village is on edge. He almost lost it. But why would he do that? Obviously he's jealous of Sasuke. For the last time, Sakura, Uchiha clan was the strongest one. It took 3 damn villages combined, Iwa, Kiri, and Kumo, to wipe them out. And they still fought and almost killed half of their forces. So don't insult their name. Okay, fine, but Naruto, he's a weakling. He's the son of the 4th Hokage and the second strongest Kunoichi in the world. And that shut it up Sakura even further. Fine. But what did Sasuke deserve? Wasn't this? As this was going on, the news spread across the whole elemental nation because the spies were there. The Uchiha clan, almost wiped out by the rage of one kid. We must meet him and see what this child is truly made of. He could be something that we can use. But unbeknownst to them, Naruto had already read throughout the history. And he wouldn't even bother with them. As now we see, Naruto was on a hunt for the masked person. As the council meeting was held next day, and everyone watched Fugaku arrive there with a neck brace as well as an arm strap. He, with an agonizing look, sat down. As you can see, I have been wounded. I apologize for delaying. As Hiruzen said, this meeting is in session. Hiruzen, with all due respect, we have to do something about the boy. First he kills 3 elite men from different villages, and now he almost wipes out and cripples the whole damn Uchiha clan. It could be anyone. Honestly, I don't know what to think about this. He's looking for a masked person, said Fugaku, the same one who caused the attack. How did he know about this? Only one thing I can tell, Kyuubi. As everyone turned their looks towards Fugaku, are you insane? Are you suggesting that the boy is in contact with the Kyuubi? Yes. How much does the Miju know? How do I know? All I know is that the boy knows about the incident, and he's out there for blood. Against the damn Uchihas, or against, I don't know, the masked person. So we find him, the masked person. What? Hiruzen, are you insane? Said Danzo. Look, the masked person is someone who needs to pay for the death of the 4th Hokage. That much you all agree on, or not? And plus, he has the eyes of Madara. That is concerning, yes. We must find him. We cannot ignore this any longer. More than 13 years have passed. How are we going to? Jiraiya, said Hiruzen, cutting him in. As now we see, after the meeting ended, a letter was sent to Jiraiya, who, after receiving it, was quite shocked. Damn, I did not knew this. Things would go this far. And so now we see Jiraiya began his research until he found out about the organization and their hideout, and arrived back in Konoha. As Naruto was training again, destroying dummy after dummy made out of pure metal, turning it into shred and scraps. As there was the one who created it looking at Naruto with quite shock. Oh, Hiruzen-sama. Jiraiya-sama, what a pleasure. What are you doing here? I am seeing my creation being destroyed again. And honestly, this time I'm just curious and honestly quite shocked. That was 90 inches thick steel that he shattered through. His strength is increasing day by day. What did you say? Look at it for yourself. Look at the thickness of that sheet. I made sure that was created. It took me a year to make that thing, and that was shattered within 8 punches. Damn. As Naruto was still glowing with blue veins, as lightning was surrounding him, and he was getting more and more angrier. As Naruto snapped his neck towards them and then calmed, but that look that he gave was more than enough to make their instincts go wild and make them run. Their goosebumps were awoken from head to toe. Oh, Gigi. And who is this? Naruto said with raised eyebrow. Is Jiraiya. You gave him quite a scare, Naruto. What? No, I'm not scared. Naruto raised an eyebrow. Wow, damn kid, how old are you? 13. How tall are you? I'm 5'8". Why? You know that is a normal height, right? So, I'm a growing boy. And you look quite buff as well. For a 13-year-old. I train hard. What is up with this clown, Gigi? Why are you here? Well, this clown over here is my student and your sensei of your father. And your godfather. Wait, sensei, you didn't have to. And next thing, Jiraiya was sent flying across the whole village. Until Naruto arrived to the other side and grabbed him. Wait, what? And then, in the next instant, they were back into his place. As Jiraiya was now heavily nursing the huge lump that formed on his face that was swollen there. What? How did you do that? Said Jiraiya. Training and a lot of precision. Well, what do you have for me? We found out the masked person, as Naruto's all humor then disappeared. You found him? Yes. He's in Amegakure. Give me the map and coordinates. As 2 days later we see in Amegakure the whole organization was gathered. They have been scouting out the other villages for their Jinchurikis because they knew that Naruto would be the toughest one, so they saved him for the last. Because they didn't want it to get beaten so bad that they couldn't get the others first. So, now we see, suddenly the whole village was shattered, as Naruto then grabbed on to a section of the village, and while his veins was pulsing so blue that Naruto yelled out, ripping the earth itself and finding a way down. As Jiraiya was watching this with a lot of onlooks from afar. Damn. The kid has extreme amount of strength. I mean, I get it that he's strong, but he even makes Tsunade look like a toddler punching things. As Naruto jumped down, Akatsuki was alert as Setsuna said, "It's Naruto. He's here." And he has murder on his eyes. And what followed suit was the Anbus rushing inside to help Naruto, but Naruto yelled at them, "Stay the fuck away from me." As one by one, the Akatsuki members surrounded him and attacked. Pain used his almighty push, but all they destroyed was the other side of land. Naruto was still walking forward. What? Almighty push! Almighty push! Nothing was working, until Naruto grabbed his face and literally clenching his fist cracked his jaw. And then punched him straight in the skull, causing his brain to splatter within. One by one he turned his gaze towards the others, and all of the Akatsuki members in the most brutal way were killed. Some were teared apart, some were Kratosed, and some literally got their neck yanked out like how Kratos did to Poseidon. It was brutal. Naruto then gaze landed on the only masked person there. Setsu, get me cover. What? Why? He's here for me. I can sense it. Alright. As Zetsu tried, Naruto literally with a single kick cleaved his skull off. One by one, all the Zetsus in his different bodies arrived, but Naruto single-handedly with single blows while walking towards menacingly the masked person killed all of them. He tried to Kamui, but that is when he noticed. There was a barrier. The Anbus were surrounding. Not this time, you punk. I'm not letting you get away. I want also my revenge. You took down my student. You think I'm gonna let you get away? Tough luck, bastard. You're done. No, no! As the last Setsu was destroyed, as Naruto clenched both of his hands as his skull popped, as now he was standing in front of the masked person who was shaking with fear. What are you? Are you even a human? No. I am someone which you shouldn't have messed with. As Naruto grabbed him by the neck, as one of his eyes then turned red. You will pay for what you have done to us. And what followed suit was the world of pain for the masked person. They then took off the mask. They beat it, made him scream so much that the man wanted forgiveness. The man wanted to change, but nothing could stop him. He even died. But Naruto and Kurama continued to beat him, ripped his eyes out and squashed them so nobody could use them, destroyed the Rinnegan. As after that we see, Naruto was panting heavily, as all that was left of the man was nothing more than red splattered everywhere. As Naruto then turned towards Jiraiya. Naruto, it's done. Calm down. Said Naruto while panting heavily. The rage was evident. He wanted more. It was way too easy. As Naruto and the others then went on to investigate until Jiraiya and Naruto were called by the few Hanbus. In front of them stood the Gerumas. What is that? Said Jiraiya as Naruto was answered by through the Kurama. That is the Ten Tails. What? You mean to say there is another Biju? No. That was the only Biju. That was us. What do you mean, us? The 9 Bijus were made from him by the sage. That is a mindless beast that all of us are even afraid of. That is the true form of hate and demon incarnate. Their plan was to revive the Ten Tails. Are they insane? But only she can control it. As that is when it hit Kurama. Oh no. Naruto, we must destroy that husk. Why? Their goal was to revive the damn Ten Tails. And so Naruto, taking into the account what Kurama said, charged up another fist. But this time it wasn't just blue chakra, red and orange was mixing in together with him. As Naruto then disappeared. Single attack, straight to the center, caused huge amount of cracks to form on it as it crumbled down to the ground, into pieces. Destroy them. As one by one the jutsus were casted and it was destroyed. Is it done? Yes. But the husk will begin forming in 10 years. So we can never rest. I now know why. Once it was done, we see Naruto return back at home. He was now still living there as Hiruzen arrived. It has been weeks since the murder of Akatsuki at the hands of Naruto, or you can say slaughter. He has gotten his revenge. Naruto, what is it, Gigi? What is next in life for you? You've gotten your revenge. You've done everything you wanted. And have been silent. The village? I don't give a damn about the village. I am living my life. Let me live my life. I don't want anything to do with them. I don't want to do anything with the shinobi world. I don't want anything to do with the shinobis themselves. That was my parents' heritage. They told me that I can go my own separate way. But I can't, because of this home. This is the place where my parents lived, had their happy moments. This is the only thing that I have close to their memories. Close to them, where I can rest easy. I will protect it. With that, Naruto turned. As Hiruzen, eyes were wide, and as he returned. And then in the council, he said what Naruto said. So as long as we don't do anything to his home, which is in the center part of the Konoha Shinobi district, he wouldn't do anything to us. And he wanted nothing to do with us. Because we're not worth it. But if any of the other villages attack us, said Danzo with a smirk, he will protect it. No, he will protect its home. And he is within the Shinobi district. And Naruto would do anything to protect it. Well, good thing it is there then, said Fugaku Uchiha, as he has recovered somewhat but still had the neck brace. Because if he can take out my whole clan and that whole damn village almost ripped apart by him, he can do anything. Every village is on their edge. No. Every Shinobi nation is on their edge. Because they are aware of what Naruto Uzumaki is capable of. And they're downright afraid. Once the young generation found out, they were downright shocked. And Sasuke prayed to whatever god out there was that he was thankful that Naruto didn't took everything out on him and killed him. Itachi had new teeth installed, while the rest, they were recovering. And only one woman were looking at them with a look of disappointment and I told you so. And that was Mikoto Uchiha. And as for Naruto, he was training, breaking limits still, and making his own mark and fear in the Shinobi nations. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and also follow me on my Mentorship channel as well. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.